If you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. Hello, gracious ones, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I just want to give you a quick update. I did a video a long while ago talking about why 2 years masters is better than 1 year masters, and my opinion about that hasn't changed. However, I bring you an update based on say person they understand things as the things they progress. Like you cannot know it all. After I came into the UK and I've settled in, and even while I was in, after doing that video, that was one of like my popular videos so far. And a number of my friends who came in after me were able to make that decision of 2 years based on like what I had said. So I'm still in touch with one particular one. So recently she told me something I feel like I should share with you, my gracious family members. And it's simply this. It's okay to go for the 2 year masters, but when you're going for the 2 year masters, I think before you make that decision, there are some extra steps you need to take. And that or those steps are what I bring to you in this video, and I will explain why. So number one is ensure you ask questions, enough questions to know how the placement year works in the school you're going to. So I have found out that every school kind of runs a slightly different program. So what works for school A might not work for school B or school C. So if you're in school A, make sure you understand what school A does and you don't assume that what school A is doing is the same thing as what school B is doing, or what school B is doing is the same thing as what school A is doing, and vice versa. Okay? Reach out to people if you know anybody in that school to speak to them, because apparently there might be some unspoken or unwritten clauses that you need to know about. And last but not the least, try to be like 80 to 90% sure that you're going to okay, I won't say sure, but have at least about 80 to 90% conviction that you're going to work hard and try to get a placement for yourself. Or if possible, if you already know somewhere you can work, start to make the right steps. Try to make the right connections on time. So now this is the reason I'm making this video. So for my school, for example, our placement year is just 3 months. 3 months. It shocked you, Abby. That's so it shocked me. Oh. When I heard the first time I heard it, oh boy. I'm like, because I was here, I'm doing a 2 year master, so 1 year coursework, 1 year placement. That's all I had in my head until I came in here. I was done with first semester or thereabout when I even realized, as first semester of first year, when I realized how the placement year works, I was shocked. So I knew when I had arrived here, okay? And so there are people whose school is has placement of 6 months, and there are some whose school has placement of 1 year. So I spoke to a friend of mine. Our own school has a placement of 1 year. We've talked about it before when she was asking me why am I looking for 3 months placement. And when you have a school like mine, for example, where you have 3 months placement, it's really tough. I got a lot of companies then they needed minimum of 6 months or minimum of 1 year placement. So 3 months was like awkward. So it was difficult to get 3 months. Even the one I got was like somewhere I did a summer internship with, and somehow by fate and by grace, they were able to take me back again for the placement here, and that's how that worked out for me. But a number of people couldn't get. But one thing about my school is that if you do not get somewhere for placement, the school will give you some internal projects to work on as your placement for those 3 months. So that's the good part of it. Because to my utmost surprise, my friend told me, the one I said that their school placement year is actually a full year. So they have 1 year of coursework and 1 year of placement, as I expected it to be for everybody anyway. And guess what? If so, this is a shocker, and this is why I'm doing this video. If you do not get a placement in this school I'm telling you about, they automatically convert your studentship from 2 years to 1 year. Hmm. You know what that implies? You know? You don't know? I'll help you. It means that when you paid for 2 years masters, or when you came in for 2 years masters, you paid IHS fee for 2 years. Imagine you came, like my friend now, she's a family of four. So they paid IHS fee for 2 years for four people. So 2 years times four. Now she's she has a few months to get a placement, or they will convert her studentship to 1 year. And of course, inform UKVI that she's graduated. And that means her visa has started to like elapse. Yeah, it's her visa is coming to an end. Meanwhile, she paid for 2 years IHS fee. What does that mean? She loses out the extra money she's paid on IHS fee for the second year for each and every member of her family. So it is good to understand this and make your plans accordingly. Instead, where you no go get placement, come lose out extra money on top of am. E better say you just do 1 year. Okay? It's pidgin I speak, but I'm sure it's clear. Like, of course, okay, let me just do it for doing sake. So it's better to do the 1 year option if you really doubt being able to get a placement, which is getting tougher with the number of students actually. For such a school, I would advise you rather do 1 year than do 2 years. She's not the first, she's about the third person I'm seeing who didn't get a placement and had to convert to 1 year, meaning IHS fee for the extra year gone. Money you'd have used to do something more tangible. IHS fee is not cheap. Okay. And so I felt like, no, this is something people need to know. And that's why I feel like you should know this. So please ask questions. Contact people who are in your school. The social media space is a wonderful space. Even if you don't know anybody or you don't know anybody, just search, you will find. Reach out to the person. Tell the person what you want to do. Ask questions. I'm sure will you will definitely meet someone that will want to help you. You will. You will. You will. So please, there are sometimes some unspoken rules. So that's what I said I should bring to you in this video. I hope someone saves up some money via this information and thinks it through and pray about it, because you can never underestimate the power of prayer. You can feel like, oh no, I can do the 2 years placement, and then suddenly it doesn't work out that way. Okay. So yeah, that's what I bring to you today. That's the good news. I don't know how you want to say, but it's good news, right? If you know, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. By the way, I don't know if you can see the inscription on this hoodie. Like, this is me announcing something huge. Feel free to say congratulations to me in the comment section. So if you can see the inscription on this shirt, it's for real. Now hotter by 1 degree. Your girl has graduated. Feel free to congratulate me in the comment section. I did not just graduate, too. Graduated with distinction. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. God did it. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Stay graceful, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Until then.